everyone and welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Misha. Normally on this channel we share our relocation journey about relocating from England to Jamaica, and in that we tend to share our daily life, what we're doing here in Jamaica, how we've moved over, how we settled in, and how we're finding life here. Today's going to be a different video from me, a bit more of a deeper conversation with you, because as I've been watching, and I'm sure many of you have been watching, the far-right protests that have been happening in London over the weekend. And whilst I've seen this displayed all over social media, I've seen it on TikTok, I've seen it on YouTube, I've seen bits on Instagram, it's everywhere at the moment. It's made me realise that we've not gone into depth and told you guys why we left the UK. So as I've said, I feel like the tension has been building up and up and up over the years, and it's ramped up even more so since the beginning of this year. So we pretty much had to ask ourselves, what's the future for our family? Do we want to stay here, almost knowing that it's not going to end in a good way? When there's a lot of societal tension and it's building up and up and up, it doesn't end in a peaceful way. So we had to ask ourselves, what are we going to do here? Do we stay in a country where there's high tension? I feel like there's been the encouragement of being on opposite sides. There's encouragement of division. Do we want to stay in a country where this is happening, or do we move? Do we move elsewhere and try somewhere new, relocate somewhere new where this is not happening? However you want to label us. A mixed race family. When there's tension with race and immigration, it obviously affects us. I remember, so we obviously left in February, and I think it was in January. I remember one person actually saying to me, because at this point in time in January, in England, there was a lot of people putting up British and English flags everywhere, almost displaying, almost making other people feel slightly unwelcome. And I would say I felt a bit of that. I felt slightly unwelcome, even though I'm born in England, I'm raised in England, by that display of flags being everywhere. Maybe it's me, maybe I shouldn't feel unwelcome, but I felt that was the message I was receiving, I was getting. And to the point that someone actually asked me, as you know, I do podiatry. It was one of my patients was having a discussion, and he actually asked me, do you still feel welcome here? Do you still feel comfortable? And I paused, because I wasn't actually sure on the answer to give him. You see all these things happening on the news. You see the encouragement of racial division, and it makes you feel very uncomfortable. You can see these racial divisions aren't just internet drama, and it makes you feel as if the temperature's changed in the room. It's not a good feeling. It's hard to explain, because you can feel there's something in the atmosphere, and over years and months you can feel this tension, this real heavy tension, almost like they want to put you in opposite corners. So you can see a storm, and you can feel like the storm was really being brewed. And when you feel like a storm is being brewed, and again the tensions are getting higher and higher and higher, you know that it's not going to end in a good way. You know it's not going to end in a peaceful way. You can see that this is the groundwork for conflict. So from the protests that have been happening in London, you can see there's been a lot of societal tension. It's been building and building and building, and there's a lot of tension around race and immigration at this current point. When we were back in England, we could see this. Me and Toby, we've had so many discussions over the years, and we could see this all brewing. And now look where things are. We moved. And as you know, as I'm sure most of you know, relocating, it's never easy, is it? It's never easy. You're moving away from your comfort zone of everything you know. You're moving away from your friends. You're moving away from your family. It's really not easy. We had to take Theo, Hazel and Melody away from everything they knew and start a new life. But as parents, we feel strong in our decision. We know this is the right decision for them. And even more so, again, just by looking at the news in England, we feel like we definitely have made the right decision. Why did we move to Jamaica? Why Jamaica? Why not Spain? Why not Thailand? Because lots of people are moving to Thailand. Why not another country? So we want Theodore, Hazel and Melody to grow up in a country where they feel accepted, where they're not looking over their shoulders, where they feel comfortable, where they feel at home. And we believe Jamaica offers us this. Also, as many of you know, my mum, my dad, both Jamaicans, born in Jamaica, grew up in Jamaica. I've got Jamaican citizenship, so now the children also have Jamaican citizenship. So we are citizens of Jamaica. And yeah, I want them to have all the opportunity in the world, the brightest future that they can have here in Jamaica. And I do believe that's possible. So obviously coming to Jamaica, yes, there has been struggles. There's been some struggles. There's been ups, there's been downs. But you know, with us all, we've got such a positive attitude. Obviously, we wasn't expecting an easy ride. We know there's going to be ups and downs, and that's fine. We can push through and move forward because we do believe God wants us to be here. We really, really do. We also moved here because we wanted to be a part of the community. And again, we feel like Jamaica offers us that. We've been going to church on a Sunday, and it's been so wonderful to be a part of the church. The community spirit they have, they really embrace you, they welcome you, and that's exactly what we wanted and why, again, we wanted to move to Jamaica. The Jamaicans, they love the children, and again, what a lovely place to grow up when people want to come and talk to you, they want to interact with the children. You know Hazel loves to talk, Theo loves to talk, but Hazel loves to talk, and she loves it when people do come and chat to her. And yeah, that this is Jamaica. You people are so friendly, so friendly. So why not want to live in a friendly, beautiful country with beautiful people, with a beautiful, beautiful vibe? Many of you obviously know that we didn't move here just for the sunshine. We didn't move here just for the beaches and the sea. We moved here for a more important reason. We moved here for the future of our family, for our children's future, for our children's children's future. We moved here to change the course of our path for generations to come. So obviously, I just want to make it clear, I'm not, knocking England, I'm not bashing England. All I can do is speak for myself and say why we moved. Well, this is part of the reason why we moved. That's all I can speak for myself and speak for what we could see brewing. I didn't make this video to scare anyone, and I didn't make this video to judge anyone who's still in the UK. As I've mentioned, many of our family members, many of our friends, we know many people that are still in England. And obviously I like to ask, how are you doing? How are you finding things? How is it for you guys that are still there? My heart is completely with you, and I pray for your safety and I pray for peace. I just wanted to come on and explain, as I can see now, it's very relevant as to why we left England. It's more now relevant that I say why we left because of everything that's happening in the news. So I know this is a heavy topic, obviously. A lot of people are going to have strong opinions about what I've said or what I haven't said, and they're going to have opinions of their own. Feel free to share your opinions because it's really nice to hear. This is one thing I really love about YouTube. It's so nice to hear what you've all got to say, and we do read all the comments. So let us know what you think and what you have to say, but obviously just be respectful of others that may be reading it. Put your opinions and your comments down below. It would be interesting as well to hear from those that have recently left the UK, just like us, from expats and the diaspora. Did you feel, what made you move? What made you move to Jamaica? Did you feel tension or something in the atmosphere? Like what made you move? Anyway, thank you for listening to me waffle on and talk. Thank you for joining me in this video. If you like these videos, I always say give us a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe, and we will see you in the next video.